What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Falls Coins. It's your boy Kevin here, and today we're gonna work on Canadian Penny book. This is the first book, 1920 to 1988. I have been working on the 89 to present when I was doing my penny boxes. That is up to date, but we've got some Canadian pennies here, along with that and that. So we're going to go through and we're going to try to fill this book out as best as we can with what we have and get a game plan going for these. Now, for those that have not seen my penny boxes, I do average about 30 Canadians per box. So these were just from 2 boxes, or 3 boxes, sorry. 3 boxes. So, yeah. So we're going to use a combination of the coin cam here, which I like it on this black, but I can't really get a good orientation for it, so we're going to move this around back onto the board, and that way we can get a good orientation. First one is an 81 with 1.2 billion made. I'm not going to push them in just yet. I want to make sure that we get the best possible results in there. 91, 93. We've got a 65. All right, 65. Large beads versus small beads. Dope. I'm gonna have to put this under the cam. And I know there's... Ooh, get that in focus. There we go. Let me try and pull up large versus small beads. Penny. All right, so apparently there's like 2 19. I don't know, there's all kinds of things. Large beads versus small beads. Here we go. All right. Let's see. The obverse. Okay, so this is the A. And the last letter to the right, if the A is pointing to a bead, it's a large bead. So let's take a piece of paper so we can have a nice straight edge. And it looks like it's kind of pointing in between. So I'm going to say that is a small bead. Yeah, it looks to me that looks like it's in between. So where's my mouse? There's my mouse. We're going to say it's a small bead and put that right up here. All right, so next one is an 86. We've got an 83, very good year, as you might know. 79. 78. 91. Put that up there. All right, so let's get into the first roll. Those were the loose ones. papers in this are getting a little wonky. Try to stretch that out a little bit so that way these coins can come out. All right, so we've got ourselves 77, 82, another 82. I'm going to look at the two side by side. Yeah, they're about roughly the same, but this one's a little dingier. It's got some gum marks on it and stuff, so put that there. All right. 81. And they're about the same. Neither of them is really standing out. Here we got one that's really messy on the front. Maybe it's not so bad in the back. 72. Put that on the spot. Got an 89, but that goes in the other book. There's one, 1968. So put that in the spot. Another 81, but does not look as good as the other ones. 72. And this one's a toss-up with the other one. The other one's got that big green copper spot, whereas this one's got this big brown spot on the bottom. I think for the time being, we'll go with the one with the dark spot. The coin seems to be a little bit neater. 1980, it's all chewed up, but we'll set it there for the time being. 1976, which we don't have one yet. 1963. That one is a 98. We've got an 87. Only 774 million of those made. Sounds like a big number, but there's ones on here that are upwards of a couple billion. So we've got another 81. Not as good as the other. 2000. $84, another one for the book. Another 76. This one's got some luster left to it, metallic luster. Yep, we'll switch it out. This is why we don't push the coins down right away. Another 84, but it looks to be in about the same condition. Another 84. It's darker, but it's also got some more copper highlights to it, but we'll stick with what we have. And this one's going to be a slightly old one. Well, not super old, but it's a 64. Put that in its spot. Another 81. $1969. Not too shabby. $1970. And if anybody has a really good resource for checking errors on these, please leave a comment down below with a link to it, so that way I can actually go through the rest of these and try to look for errors. But we do have another 72 that is much cleaner than the one with the big brown spot on it, so we will put that in its place. 1978. Put it next to itself. Let's see. Yeah, they're about the same. 1960 with some good copper tone left to it. Only 75 million of them minted. 77. But, yeah. Dirty. Another 81. 94 with the old queen on it. Another 69. 1966. Here we go. Getting older. 1955. No, 51. Sorry, 51. 1965. Check this again. Large versus small. Get on the big scope here. Now, this A. Is this A pointing to one of the dots? Kinda, but isn't. Versus this one. Actually, now that I put that straight up, it's weird. Let's put them over top of each other. Maybe. The coins will behave. Come on. Okay, that's enough fussing with that. It does look like the top one is actually smaller, like I guessed. Versus the other one, which the beads look much bigger. The A on this one is kind of pointing to the left of this one, whereas the A on this one is kind of pointing to the right of that dot. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with my original guess that, well, unless I can find a really good picture. If the large bead red line would be through the middle, the A is touching the bead as shown. Okay. White line would be... Okay, so I was correct in my first statements. This one is the large bead. And this one is the small bead. It's amazing what happens when you just do a little research. So we've got those taken care of. All right. Got a 79. And I'm going to look at the two. The one we just found, I'm going to put in the book. This other one's got a stain on it, so it's a slightly better condition. We've got a 75. Yep, this book is filling fast. 66, which we got in there already. I'll leave the one that's there. 72. I like the one that we got in there, I think. Yeah. 87. Slightly shinier than the one we have in there, so we'll replace it. It's always nice replacing nice metallic coins with ones that are there. 81, another 77, another 83, 93, 74, which we don't have yet, 82, which we have a nice one of in there, 62. Look at that. Put this 1962. 69, 75, which we have, and a 2000, another 82. Ooh, look at that. Nice and metallic-y 1980. Definitely replacing the one that's in there. And the final of the roll was just an 89 for book number 1. All right. So, one roll and a couple randoms. We're doing pretty good. Roll number 2. All right. That's all of them. Grab a couple of them here. In 74, 65, 83, 99. Here we go. Another 51. But the 51 I have in there does look much better. It's cleaner. And a 94 that's really grungy. All right. Grab another couple. Got another Youngie with a 78. Another 80. We got this one yet? And yes, we do. 99. Another 81. And another 80. Another 80. 2000. 73. Do not have a 73 yet. Pop that on top of the book. 76 we have. 89's the other book. 84. Let's see. Well, we'll replace that 84. It's beat up, but it is a 1956. Put that in the book. $79, 80, 77. Actually, bring back that 77 because that was kind of metallic-y. Yep, we'll price that. 66, 86. Got. Not seeing no 85s yet, and there's 2 of them. So, oh, speak of the devil. All right. So, we need to look up the difference between a blunt and a pointed 5. Because apparently there was 2 of them. And let's get the big screen on here. I'm going to say that's a blunt 5. Just by the looks of it. Here we go, nice little picture. Alright, this is a blunt 5. And the way you tell is on the 5 here, it's a nice straight line down. That's the blunt. If it's a pointed, it's actually got a slight diagonal coming out this way. That's how you tell it too. So, blunt 5 it is. 83. Here's a nice old one, oldest yet, 1940. 1940 all the way over here. Not too shabby. 97. A really dirty 84. Got a very nice 1988 there. Another back-to-back 88s. Sorry about that. 74. 73. And an 82. All right, so we're getting down there, people. 1980. A nice, shiny 73. We'll switch that out. 1980. Another old one. 1943. And 1979. Almost there, everyone. 89's book 2. 66, which we already have. 84. And, ooh, a really nice 78. Look at that. Shiny, shiny, shiny. No comparison. Got a 69. 81. 87. Another 81. And another 51. Take a look at the 2. And I do believe that one's going to go in the book. Well, maybe not. We'll leave the one that's there because it does have some metallicness left to it. And that one's got a little copper spot on it. Aged 96 and an 86. So there you go. 2 rolls. That's what we got. Not too shabby. I do hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, if you have any links to varieties and errors for Canadian pennies, Canadian 1 cents, let me know. Hit me with that link, or if you don't want to put a link in the comments, you can email it to me at fallscoins@gmail.com. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this. Figured I'd just take you along for the ride, and I will see you next time. Later, everyone.